since I was a kid, I was always inspired by this idea of reading and writing. A practice that I had grown up being taught in an industrialized educational system, how to create letters of the alphabet, how to associate letters together to create words, and then how to create sentences, ultimately how to, unbeknownst to me at the time, illustrate my world. And I was never taught this till I got older. I started reading books like As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. I started to beautify the frame or the lenses in which I'm looking out into the world. And over time, I think through the accumulation of just reading books all the time, really being fascinated by this idea of illustrating my life through the narrative that I give it, I don't know, just that idea really inspired me. And then I got into understanding that, like all great artists, we create our world by the imprints that we convey via our art, whatever our art may be. And as a writer, I really find the power in writing the narrative or writing the storyline of my life, writing the storyboard of where my life is progressively leading me all the time. And that's why I went and invested into a novelty type of notebook here. And this is based on Vincent van Gogh, the amazing artist of the 1800s. And this idea that I could just write down a sentence, let's find something here. These are all things that I've written down over the last year or so. I could just write down something, and the idea that it's real. As soon as I ink it, as soon as I think it, I ink it, it's real, right? For example, I am that I say I am. I am blessed, I am powerful, I am the greatest speaker in the world, I am captivating, I am passionate, I am credible, I am charismatic, I am levitating, I am engaging, I am the leading natural nutrition and peak performance expert in the world. I relinquish all doubt. I am in alignment with the everlasting perfection of the universal intelligence, so on and so forth. It's no longer that there's a creator in the world or in the universe that's creating the storyline for us. Now what destiny is what the meaning that we give to it. I love what Bruce Lee used to say, was that life has no inherent meaning other than the meaning that you give to it. That always struck a chord with me. I always knew that I was in charge ultimately of my destiny, of the destination that I am frog leaping step by step. And that came through in another powerful practice, which is just reading books. I had grown up reading all the time. I have my Kindle here, which I value like a treasure chest right here. These two objects, by the way, these two things right here, these are more valuable to me than any kind of technology, than any kind of any kind of monetary label, any kind of item that I can go out and just buy. I get more use value out of this and the camera that I'm speaking on, of course, than most other things. And the thing about this is it's creating imprintations into my consciousness. Whenever I read a book, what am I reading right now? I'm reading a few things. I'm reading David Hawking's The Discovery of the Presence of God. I'm reading David Wilcock's Synchronicity Key. I'm reading The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I kind of siphon through different things depending on where my mind's at. But these are tools to create worlds. Words create worlds. And by reading, we become better writers. By writing, we become better speakers. We become better orators. By speaking, we become better creators. We fine-tune the vocal mechanism in which we are telling the universe our deepest desires, virtues, and aspirations for the future. And I invite everyone out there to look at your notepad as the cosmic sketch pad of your universe. This is how you're creating your reality. This is how you're illustrating your potentiality. You are that which you say you are. So if you think it, ink it, make it real, and understand one more thing, that as you're setting goals, as you're setting visions, as you're creating the framework for your life and life's coming attractions, understand that God's delays are not God's denials. So many things that I wrote down years ago had somehow sprung forth to me at the right time. You know, there's still books on my laptop right now that are almost finished that I've been working on for years, and I know that it would be inappropriate of me to force that thing through. Instead, I know it could be another year, it could be 2 years, it could be 5 years down the road until that thing is fully ready, until the last 5% is ready to lock together and go out into the world. I accept that. It's no problem, because I do know that everything is in a timely manner. And again, it's an amazing thing to create your world, to create the contextualization of your reality, and to have choice for how much you share space with others to join into that reality. And that's just an amazing idea to me. It keeps me going.